All right. Cool, 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 cool. 1 2 1 2 1 2. We're live. Oh man, this has been a
Yep,
fact.
yep.
I can't lie. Yeah, me and Tech, we need to get a better relationship than what we currently have, bro. It's not
It's
working out
changing
right
every
now.
day, man. Changing every day,
Fam.
bro.
And I feel like this is one I should be used to by now. But hey, it's just I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get there, man. But firstly,
Yeah,
how you
man.
doing, my bro? How's everything going? Let me know how you're feeling.
Yeah, good to be honest. I'm all right, man. I've just sort of just been busy as per, just in my little bubble. Just I say that a lot recently, but literally just blinkers have been on this year specifically as well. Just been keeping my head down, just grafting, working, creating,
Yeah,
helping others, life in. Because
yeah.
like life here right now is not easy, bro. So just cracking on, and trying to keep things as minimalistic as possible in
Yeah,
a
yeah, yeah, yeah.
sense. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
yeah,
less is more, innit? Like,
less is more, man. I literally that is just something a mantra I live by, just in general in life. But yeah, sometimes you just need to simplify things a bit. And granted, that's been this year as well.
mm,
Like I've only literally I weren't gonna do any shows at all this year. But I
okay.
did one, well, a very special type of one the other week. So I've just sort of stepped outside as you're doing it. We love music, we love being on stage, we love
Yeah.
performing and shit. So I've literally just stepped out of my little bubble for a sec just to do a couple of special things and sort of just pop back in.
Dope. Yeah, no, that's
Yeah,
dope.
man.
That's dope. And I
How are you,
appreciate that
bro?
you're choosing this to be one of the special things you step out for, bro.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I thought, you know what? Let me just step out and support the thing and do my little bit. Do you know what I mean? Why not?
Mm,
And yeah, like your sound and your music and your energy and stuff's really, really good. Like I really fuck with it, bro. Like,
thank you, man.
so yeah, like I say, it's only right. You feed into good energy when good energy's around, you know?
Yeah, yeah, and I
Mm,
appreciate that a lot, man, because that's
mm.
literally what resonated through your music as well. I was listening to a bit of Gino's LP before as well, and I was like, all
Yeah,
right,
man.
yeah, man's got storytelling, man's got, yeah, there's a lot of stuff there. And even you got a tune with KSR who musically, I just rate
Hmm.
that guy a lot. So even as
Yeah,
soon as I
yeah.
saw his name, I heard the tune, I said, yeah, this makes sense, you know.
Yeah, that's my bro, man. We've got a few
Sick,
tunes to be honest, but that's bro, man.
sick, sick, sick. Yeah, that's good to hear, my bro. Tell me a little bit about Gino. Gino, right? Gino,
Do you
this
know the
LP.
last project, the
Yeah,
LP?
the last project. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because
So,
in fact, sorry, even
uh-huh,
before you get into it, just so there's more context in this, we're here
uh-huh.
because obviously we're talking about you coming to support the Lost Chapter tour, and
Hmm.
one of the key things for the Lost Chapter, and one of the things that I'm trying to put across, whether it's through the artist, through myself, and anyone who's involved, is the whole narrative and theme of storytelling. So
Hmm.
like Gino's LP has quite a strong title to it, where it's like, okay, this is about a person, a story, something that's happened in your life. So yeah, if you can just go into a little bit of detail about Gino's LP, it would be appreciated, man.
Yeah, of course. So with that EP, I went through hell and back with it. It got delayed like 4 times. Um,
Yeah, those
yeah,
ones.
yeah, 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 yeah. I was literally losing the will with that one. But basically, it was like us because anything I do is just based off like vibes, feelings, and what I want to do. You know what I mean? And funnily enough, it wasn't like executed in a way that was like super, super hashed out, but
Mm,
there was like a bunch of tunes that I was creating and that I had created that I wanted to put into a sort of like, it was sort of like treat it like a side mission on this journey. So if you look at like my catalog of um projects and stuff, this was sort of like a little side movie, like a little dip off.
mm,
And for
mm.
me, like, because a lot of people ask the question of like, who's Gino? Da, 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 da. And I very purposely didn't put much information out about that. Um, Point being, a while ago, I released this project with the North Quarter, Lensman's label based in Amsterdam. I
Mm.
put out an album called Kaleidoscope, and I've not even outwardly said this, but for those who have been following me for a while, they would have clocked that there's a tune on there called Gino, right?
Yeah, yeah. Mm.
Based off that tune, they may have had an inkling already as to how that connects. So for me,
Okay.
this was a point in which I was stepping not outside myself, but I was stepping into a more personal phase of my life and in creation where I wanted to give people a little bit more about me on the other side of things. So
Mm,
people asked a lot about who Gino is. Gino, funnily enough, which a lot of people still haven't put the pieces together, is actually my middle name.
cool.
Yeah,
Here we
it's my
go. Here
middle
we
name,
go.
but I didn't want to give away too much. Now, the
Mm,
tune Gino is actually a storytelling song.
dope,
And the
dope.
tune, the record basically just outlines a lot of my childhood growing up,
Mm,
situations I've been in, like the last time I went to a party in the hood and that, where, you
mm,
know, I based and grew up in my side, you know what I mean? And I seen and experienced a lot of stuff that wasn't
mm.
normal for a teen or whatever
Yeah,
at that
yeah.
time. So a lot of that was bringing people into my world, a bit explaining real life situations and stories.
Mm,
So Gino's LP was an arm off the back of that. To one, test my supporters in what they know about me, but also giving them a little bit more that
yeah.
wasn't in a blatant way. You get what I mean? Like, that wasn't in the most obvious way because
Mm,
the project itself isn't structured in a way that's like, oh, this has to be there and da 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 da. It's more the listening experience.
yeah.
Um, and also like an olive branch to tell people like where people know me as a person that wears my heart on my sleeve with my music, and I'm very honest. It was like a sort of like an olive branch to say, all right, maybe I'm about to take you a lot deeper into my thoughts, feelings, and experiences. So this is just a little something. Prepare yourself for what's to come.
Right. Okay. Sick, sick, sick.
Does that make
I heard
sense?
I heard most of that. There seemed they just cut for a moment, but then it said prepare for what's about to come. So I'm like, okay,
So, so can you hear me now?
yeah, I can
Can you
hear
hear me?
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
So basically, I was saying it's like an olive branch to show people where I always give a lot of like my life experiences in my music. This
yeah.
was sort of like an olive branch to tell them, right, this is what you can have for now, but it's also a sign to say, are you ready for what's to come? Because I'm about to
Mm,
give you a lot more
yeah,
about me and what I'm doing. So I'm giving you pieces of me and I'm clarifying stuff. So where Gino was a tune now, it's a project. Okay, so
yeah,
what's coming next?
yeah,
Do you
yeah,
get what
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah. Is it then we go
Mm.
to your first name? So forget middle name, we
Yeah,
jump straight to the
maybe, you know what I'm saying? Might go to full governments next, you
yeah,
know what I'm saying? But
nah, because
yeah,
it's like,
like,
yo, it can happen,
uh,
man.
yeah, man. So, you know, it's just about one, enjoying myself and also just doing it for me as a person,
Sick.
just getting something out that wasn't connected to what I'm on the role of doing, like the meditates, just a project
Mm,
that, you know, was just on the side of everything, but also
yeah,
give people a vibe and a little introduction for the newcomers and the old heads that have been following me
yeah.
up to now, you know?
Yeah, 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 yeah. No, that's sick. That's sick. Because
Yeah,
for
man.
someone like me, where I'm late on your journey, kind of thing,
Hmm.
I feel like that's probably a sick time to come in because you're giving me a bit of the duality then, so I can hear what Gino's perspective is, and then also still feel what the effects of sleeps has always been within the music as well. So that's
Exactly.
dope that you're there, man. So yeah, I'm looking forward to what you got coming after as well. Then
Yeah, man. To be fair, I'm kind of head down working on like a little bit of like a not a top secret project, but I've stripped all the rules and regulations and things that we normally do as artists to basically ensure that we're doing the right thing and we got the
yeah,
right
yeah, yeah.
people listening. I've took away all of that and I'm doing something that's really for me. Like
Dope, dope,
I'm
dope, dope.
putting my concentration into this project and I'm not hearing left or right. I'm hearing opinions, but I'm not running off the basis of what people expect, basically.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
and that's
saying? So,
yeah, yeah, bro. I feel like all of us need a moment in our stages of career like that where it's like, do you know what? You have to take on board opinions, feedback, all of that stuff. But there's always that moment where it's like, I feel like I know exactly what I'm trying to put out because you've absorbed so much in that time that at the moment it's time for you to just step into your tunnel vision mode. It's like, cool, I know what this is meant to feel and look like. And
yeah,
maybe
yeah.
it's when it's 90% there, that's where more of the feedback comes in and everything. And it's like, ah, okay, this is how you can evolve it and adapt it and make sure it is that extra
Yeah.
10%. But yeah, if you know what your heart is trying to lead you to, bro, run full steam ahead. Run
That's
full
it,
steam
bro.
ahead.
It's just because it can affect your creative process too. Too
Most
much
definitely.
noise. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
most
And
definitely, man.
the thought of I need to work to a deadline. I need to work to get these people on side. I need to work to get them people on side. Like, forget all of that. Just pull down the reins and do something that's pure for you and sort of take away those barriers because again,
mm.
they're within themselves, they're creative barriers. So
Yeah,
yeah, man.
yeah. Yo, this leads me to a question. A good friend of mine, Amelia Perm, she usually asks this question whenever we had like say a podcast or some of the other conversations. And it ties in with what you're saying because it feels like you're now stepping into maybe a new phase or a new chapter, the lost chapter.
Hmm.
And then, so how would you define this chapter that you're stepping into?
um, the main word I can give you is a reset, bro.
Mm,
It's almost like a factory reset. I tweeted it before, like I'm in
mm,
factory reset mode. I'm clearing my
mm.
cache. I'm removing
Wow.
all the cookies. Like I'm at a point where obviously I've done quite a lot in my career.
Yeah.
I've had a lot of experiences and obviously I live through music and I do a lot of work for other people. I engineer,
Mm,
produce, artist, development, all that stuff. But I feel like I've give so much away. It's time to pour back into myself, but fully in it. So
yeah.
even in life as well as music, there's just a factory reset going on where
Mm,
it's like, people say the cliche thing if you can restart any time in your life. I'm not saying I'm restarting my career, but I'm resetting my thoughts, feelings, and how I go about a
the
lot of my
approach.
processes, the
Mm,
approach, and even the energy I'm around and how I navigate that and who I let in and who I let
mm,
out. Like it's just a full on reset where I'm
mm.
just zoning back into myself for a bit and doing a lot of the things that I've thought about and not acted on because of fear of or thoughts of
Yeah,
or what
yeah,
ifs. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So it's a right now is a massive reset, I would say, and reconfiguration.
Sick. Yeah, bro, that's a
Mm,
beautiful place to be because that almost feels like the opportunities are endless then as well, and
yeah.
where it can be painful because I've definitely even kind of recently had those that factory reset moments where it's like, okay, anything that I've done in the past, it's not to say it's completely negated, but I need to be able to create that separation from how I went about those things to how I want to go about what I'm doing going forward, kind of thing. So big up because yeah, the opportunities are endless, as I said, that could take you
Hmm.
anywhere that you want to go, bro. Honestly. So
Facts.
again, I'm
Hmm.
looking forward to seeing what comes out of that, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Me too.
Yeah, that's them ones in it. You don't even know in it, but it'll come.
Yeah,
It'll
bro.
come.
Yeah, 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 for real.
Look, all right, and then finally, is there like just anything that you want to let people know, whether it's stuff that you've been working on outside of music, something they could look forward to when it comes to the show, just anything that you want to just throw out there for people, a message.
Um, yeah, I mean, what I like to say is like, first of all, there's no rules in it. There's no
Mm,
rules whatsoever. And it's very often we can get pulled into the thought processes of everyone else and the industry, like the UK industry and stuff.
yeah,
But music's for the world and beyond. Like you can
facts.
do anything you want and connect with anybody you want in any way that you can. So for me, it's about working through your creative barriers and also just being nice to yourself and looking
Mm,
after your mental health because without, you know, having a healthy mindset and looking after yourself mentally, inwardly and outwardly, you're no good to no one as well. That has a massive
mm,
effect. And,
mm,
where we love music, it's like our our immediate vices are things that we would immediately look to, but sometimes you need to find new hobbies and do things differently so that you're not pouring into just one thing. It's like I say, I thought music was my main source of therapy until I actually went to therapy and I realized
yeah,
music wasn't enough. Do you get
yeah,
what I'm saying? So
absolutely, yeah.
there's like ways that you can navigate that and also
Mm,
just, trust yourself as well. Because especially in in this day and age, it's very easy to lose trust in yourself and you put trust in other
100.
people so much that again it affects how you work, how you move, how you create relationships, how you shy away from doing the things that you really want to do. Like take
Super
that
fact,
leap.
yeah.
Life's risky. Life is about risks, and as long as you calculate and do things in a way that will allow you to bounce back from if things go left or right, it's
Mm,
like you'll be blessed. So yeah, main thing is just concentrate on what you're doing, harness your power, forget the rules, look after your health and the people around you, look after love, but not just romantically, but look after love. You know what
that's
I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it's a sort of weird thing to say, but you have to,
Yeah,
everything in this world
it's
you
an
got to
ongoing
nurture and look
process.
after. Yeah, man. So
Exactly. Yeah.
you got to look after the love around you and also just be accountable. You know what I'm saying?
That's that
Um,
therapy talk right there.
bro, like you got to be accountable in everything you do, and
Yeah.
don't expect you from others because that's where you tend to, get in your head and start, you know.
Mm,
So yeah, I would say that, and I know that you mentioned about books the other day, and that was it's funny because this conversation reminded me of a book that I was last reading. It's sort of
mm.
missing at the minute. Don't know where it is,
Okay.
but yeah, I've got like
In
through
your studio
majority of it
somewhere.
somewhere. But there's a book, I don't know if you've heard of it, called The War of Art. Have you heard of it?
No, I haven't.
Definitely look into that.
Okay,
I
cool.
would recommend it highly by Robert Pressfield, and it's basically about working through like your creative blocks and stuff,
Mm,
and it basically gives you like a lot of like ideas and theories around creativity blocks, why we have them, the type of blocks we have,
yeah,
the
yeah,
way that
yeah.
we overcome them, the way that we battle them, and it puts it in real good like it has so many like different metaphors and stuff. It's just and it's an easy read as well. So I
Okay,
would
sick.
definitely anyone who's a creative in whatever you do, like the War of Art, I would
War of
highly
Art.
recommend. Yeah, 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 yeah. I would highly recommend.
The War of
Highly.
Art. Okay, cool.
Yeah, man.
Sick. All right, my bro. Thank you so much. Yeah, because
Yeah,
that's
man.
a
No
gem.
worries.
No,
No
I
worries,
appreciate
bro.
this. Yeah, because as I said to you earlier as well, this is something that I've been doing across like the last year or whatever, where I just sit down and just express certain thoughts, and sometimes it does come out in giving people practical things that they can go and check or read
Yeah,
or listen to or
yeah, yeah.
whatever. So thank you for just organically and naturally doing that. Thank you for spreading a
No,
message of love
no
as
worry,
well,
man.
because
Come on,
we
bro.
just need more of that in the world, and not
For
even in a
real, man.
cringy or cliche way, just in a way of it's actually the optimal thing. And it is
Yeah,
the thing
man.
that gets us through on a day-to-day basis and
Mm-hmm.
makes us push harder than anything else in the world does do. So yeah, I appreciate you sharing this message, man, honestly.
No worries, bro. No worries. Anytime.
Yeah, man. Dope. And I'm looking forward to coming up. It's only a couple of weeks, you know.
I know it's not far now. It's not far, so I'm looking forward
Yeah.
to the show, bro.
Yeah, it
Definitely.
should
How
be
are you
good, man.
feeling?
I'm feeling good, you know. I'm
Yeah.
feeling good. I feel like the main thing in my head is always just getting people through the door. Whenever I do an event, it's just, all right, we just need to get people through the door. As long as people come through the door,
Yeah, yeah.
then we're gonna do what we do. Even if there's two people, 200 people, like
Exactly, bro.
you know what I
Catch a
mean?
vibe in it. For
That's
real,
it.
for
That's
real.
it. That's it.
Yeah,
So yeah,
man.
it's gonna be good, man. So we're gonna keep
Yeah,
pushing
man.
until then, man.
No worries, my bro.
Sick. All right, then, my brother. Have a good rest of your day, man.
Yeah, man. Love, bro. Thanks for having me.
Sick.
I'll chat to
All
you
good, my
soon.
man. Peace,
Yeah.
brother.
All right, love, bro.
Love.
Safe.